Good morning, Mike here, BTMW. On the 25th day here, checking in from Portland, Maine, back Cove. I was talking to someone the other day and they asked me if Portland was like a ghost town, so figured I'd come down here to show everybody it's not, contrary to popular opinion. Yeah, there's definitely not as many people as normal, but you know, come 5 o'clock, especially on a day like today, there'll be plenty of people out running and walking and riding their bikes and everything just as normal, so that's always good to see. And it was funny last night, I was talking to someone that I've never met, only online, you know, and it was near my bedtime, 10 o'clock, and I'm trying to stay on schedule, you know, even actually work did pick back up for me after yesterday's video, so it was feast or famine in construction sometimes, but yeah, so I was talking with this person and all of a sudden, you know, asked me about the situation going on with the COVID-19 and everything, and just simply said, you know, they're kind of blowing out of proportion a little bit, I think, and treating it like it's a black plague, which was wiped out, I think, 40% of the population at the time. So, and from there, it kind of escalated because I was pretty much done with my conversation on that, and they wanted to keep going with it and, you know, tell me about states that have been shut down, schools, and, you know, because I mentioned I haven't had cable since the beginning of the month, and I really don't watch these things as much, you know, I don't feed into it, that's for sure. And so I kind of made a comment, you know, it's out of my hands, and the more I kind of went down that road, they were kind of definitely pushing to get me to bite. I just wasn't doing it, and I think we were minutes away from getting into, you know, the dead rising from the grave and seas turning red and all that stuff, biblical stuff. I finally just said, you know, it's my bedtime, I'm getting ready for bed, and I'm not really into a end of the world type conversation at this point in my day. I think they were frustrated with me at that point and just said, okay, good night. But you know, that's kind of where I'm at with everything. So I don't need to fall for a hook, line, and sinker like I used to. I was able to see with what was going on and what road that person was headed down, and I didn't want to be any part of that, that's for sure, because I've always been a type of person that's kind of lived in the moment because of where I've been in certain times or whatever. And so for me, especially with being on the two autoimmune suppressors, you know, I've always been, ever since that time, kind of nervous of who I'm around, if they're, you know, coughing or sneezing and stuff, just because I don't want to get sick, because if I do start feeling under the weather, you know, it's hard to bounce back for me. And so I've always been cautious of that. But at this point, with everything that's going on, I kind of feel like, you know, it doesn't matter if I'm inside, outside. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And kind of God's will, higher power, whatever, you know, I'm just going to roll with it and just do the best I can just for the day. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, at least for myself, not being, you know, scared to death. I've watched plenty of shows, you know, where they go into the light and all those things. And I kind of thought for myself the other day, I was like, what if it's like a roller coaster ride when you're just starting out, and, you know, like life's the first part of it, where you're just starting out and you're going through all the dips and turns, and you can see the fun part coming up, but you only catch a glimpse every now and then you go up that last that last stretch where you're going up and the chains are going click, 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 and until you get to the very top. And I'm going with the theory that the top is death, and once I get past that point, it's gonna be just a downhill, easy, fun ride and extravaganza of good times, you know. How could it not be? I mean, life is kind of a struggle at times, and every once in a while I get to a spot where it's just like just right, but that doesn't last. It can't, you know, because then if every day was beautiful and 85, I'd probably get tired of it, especially being here in Maine. I love the seasons, so of course winter's too long sometimes, but overall it's kind of where I'm at today. So once again, here at Bat Cove, there's a little duck down there, but here things are good here in Portland. Have a good day. God bless. Love you. Subscribe and like.